Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Monday, February 13th. It is a B day. It is a band day 2. And I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. First things first, you know what to do. Please rise as you are able, place your hand over your heart, and respect the flag as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, you can go ahead and sit down now. Next up, today is also Musical Monday. This week's performance comes from the 6th grade band at their winter concert. They're performing Aztec Dance, and they were joined by a special guest on the gong.
Next piece called Aztec Dance by playing the gong.
Great job, 6th grade band, and great job, Mr. Sage. Just goes to show anyone can join band. Now let's take some time to celebrate this week's Tiger Stripe drawing winners. As you probably know by now, every week we draw from the list of everyone who received a Tiger Stripe. Those winners receive a certificate and a prize. Here are this week's winners. Great job demonstrating our core values of compassion, integrity, and responsibility. Here is a picture of some of this week's winners. Once again, great job, everyone. Congratulations to our staff Tiger Stripe winner, Counselor Mr. Kadoff. Mr. Kadoff was nominated by 8th grader Stefan, and here the two of them are. Great job. Finally, it's time for our word of the week. This week's word is thrive. To thrive means to do well, prosper, or flourish. As we continue Black History Month, we're looking at Black Americans who have prospered and flourished, and indeed thrived. Since the Super Bowl was yesterday, and we talked about the first Black Major League Baseball players on Friday, I thought it would be good to talk about the first Black NFL players today.
If you look at someone like a Kenny Washington, his story is not just in Los Angeles newspapers. It's picked up in Cleveland, it's picked up in New York. And I think that Kenny Washington especially brings credibility to the Los Angeles Rams. He, in many ways, is an example of how African Americans, through their efforts, not only improved a lot of African Americans, but improved a lot of those that care about professional football.
The Rams knew that they'd have to get another Black player for Kenny. He couldn't be the only one in the NFL. So they gave him a number of names to choose from, but he didn't want any of those others. He wanted Woody Strode. Kenny said to the Rams, before I sign, I want Woody as my teammate.
Kenny Washington had the support of the community, and he had the support of the Black press, which at that time was a lot more powerful than you might imagine it to be today. So the Rams had to sign Woody Strode. When you think about the fact that Kenny Washington was the man to reintegrate the NFL and his teammate was Woody Strode, it just really seemed so fitting because they both ended up being teammates at UCLA, but they played semi-pro ball with the Hollywood Bears. So it's significant when you integrate the NFL years later. There they are together.
It had been a struggle to the very end, but in the summer of 1946 in Los Angeles, Washington and Strode were primed to make NFL history.
Thank you so much to NFL Films for allowing us to run that. That's all for today, but we'll be back tomorrow with more Tiger Talk. See you then.